having some connection problems. I am opening up a brand new handpan. It is a special one from the Netherlands in Europe, and it is a mini handpan. A mini handpan. So let's bring in Instagram here. Hopefully it works this time, and then we'll open this thing up. All right, here we go. Hello, Instagram. How's everybody doing? I got a brand new handpan from Lida Handpans in the Netherlands in Europe. This one's super special because it is a mini sized handpan. I have never seen, played, or even touched a mini handpan before. So this is going to be a brand new experience for me, and I am super excited to share it with you. So, without any further ado, let's open this thing up and see what it looks like. So something that's kind of cool, when I first got this delivered to my house, I did not think it was a handpan because the box is so small. And most handpan boxes are about twice the size. This one, honestly, I didn't think it was a handpan. So it is, that's how small this thing is. And I just saw a video of a guy playing one of these, and it is super tiny. And I'm so excited because, yeah, never seen one before. So let's open this thing up and see what it looks like. Here we go. We got an itty bitty mini handpan. Itty bitty mini handpan. Let's do this. Here we go. Itty bitty mini handpan. Came all the way from Europe in the Netherlands from a company called Lida Handpans. So here we go. Let's see what a mini handpan looks like. All right. Got a nice microfiber cloth to clean it off with from Lida. Pretty cool. Thank you, Lida. All right. Hopefully I'm saying their name right. This is it. I can't believe how small this thing is and how light it is. Holy smokes. This is the smallest, lightest handpan I have ever encountered. So excited. Here we go. Oh, they also sent me a red and white candy stripe rope braid. That's kind of cool. This goes around the edge of the handpan to protect the edge from getting damaged. All right, get rid of the box. And let's see what's inside. All right. Again, this is my first ever mini handpan. Very excited about this. Thanks again to Lida Handpan in the Netherlands. There's a link on my profile, in my bio. Just click on that link and it'll take you to a page with a bunch of links. And in there you'll find a link to Lida Handpans where you can get a discount on one of these. Look for the mini handpan link. Here we go. Comes in a little case too. I'm so excited about this. Look at it. It's itty bitty. Oh my gosh. Again, from Lida Handpans. There's a link on my profile in case you want to get one. This is an itty bitty handpan. Itty bitty came all the way from the Netherlands. All right, here we go. Comes in a nice little case. It's not, he said it was a soft shell case, which I guess it kind of is a soft shell case, but it's got some padding in it. Feels pretty durable, actually. All right, here we go. First sight of a mini handpan. Of course, there's more packaging. All right. I feel like it's one of those Russian dolls that keeps on opening up to another doll. All right, here we go. I'm already hearing some metal sounds. It's in there somewhere. Just gotta be really careful as I'm cutting it to not scratch the metal. Again, if you would like a mini handpan, there is a link on my profile. Just click that link and it'll take you to a page with a bunch of links. And then there you'll find a link to mini handpans from Lida Handpans. Look at it! There it is! This is the mini itty bitty handpan. I have never had a mini handpan before. It is tiny, tiny, tiny. And let's see if I give you a size comparison. I'll show you, this will be the smallest handpan. I'll show you it next to my biggest handpan. All right, here we go. Let's see here. These ones on top are the biggest ones because they can't even fit in the middle on the shelves. So here we go. Here's the biggest next to the smallest, itty bitty. And then if you turn it to the side, look how much bigger the big one is next to the little one. Isn't that crazy? All right, here we go. Now to play a mini handpan. Let's do this. All right. So it's only got 7 notes on it. Most handpans have 8 or 9, but since it's smaller, I only have 7. It'll be a bit of an adjustment playing only 7 notes. Make it a little closer so you can see it a little better here. Isn't it cute? Somebody commented and talking about my birthday song. I don't know if I'll be able to play the birthday song on this one. Let's see if I can try. Let's see if I can sing along and play the birthday song on this little tiny. In case you're just joining us, I got a brand new handpan today. It is my first ever mini handpan. I have never gotten a mini handpan before. Only have just regular size ones. So this is my first ever mini one. This is super special. Came from Lida Handpans all over in Europe, in the Netherlands. And if anybody wants to get a mini handpan at a discount, there's a link on my profile in my bio. Just click that link and it'll take you to a page with a bunch of links, and then there look for the mini handpan link. And if you are watching on Facebook, there's no link on my profile. Just send me a message and I can send you a link. All right, let's see if I can sing the birthday song and play on this thing. Here we go. Your birthday, your birthday, your birthday, happy birthday. It is your birthday, it is your birthday, it is your birthday, happy birthday. So this one's a minor scale. That's why it doesn't sound super happy compared to, and again, in case you're just joining us, here's the big one next to the little one. And this one's a major scale. This one sounds a bit happier. That one's a minor scale, sounds a bit more mysterious. And this is the happy birthday. Your birthday, your birthday, your birthday, happy birthday. It is your birthday, it is your birthday, it is your birthday, happy birthday. So there you go. That's the big major scale. That sounds a little more happy. And here is the little minor scale. that sounds a little more mysterious. Here we go, ready? Your birthday, your birthday, your birthday. Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. What am I doing? This one only has 7 notes on it, so it's just, I'm used to playing with 9 notes. Here we go. Let's see if I figure it out. There you go. Your birthday. No. Your birthday. Your birthday. Wait a second. Your birthday. Your birthday. Your birthday. Your birthday. Happy birthday. It is your birthday. It is your birthday. It is your birthday. Happy birthday. Your birthday. Your birthday. Your birthday, happy birthday. It is your birthday, it is your birthday. It is your birthday, happy birthday. One more time. Your birthday, your birthday. Your birthday, happy birthday. It is your birthday, it is your birthday. It is your birthday, happy birthday. There you go. This is my new mini handpan. Only 7 notes on it. Let's flip it around and try to play the other way. Thank you, Crip Creeper. Appreciate you, Crip Keeper. Thanks for watching, Simon. Alright, so there you go. That's the top. I haven't tried playing the bottom yet. Let's see what the bottom sounds like. Here we go. This is an itty bitty handpan. Happy birthday, Amelia. Isn't that cool? You can play the bottom too, Viridian piano. So some of my handpans have notes on the bottom of them. This one does not have any notes on the bottom. I want to hopefully maybe get another one of these and have them put notes on the bottom too. It'd be cool to have a double-sided mini handpan. I love the way it sounds when you put your hand over the hole like this. It reminds me of an instrument that I discovered before the handpan called an udu. Let me show you. So here's the udu. So the udu has a hole on it as well. It's derives from like an old ancient like Indian water jug. And they turned it into a musical instrument, which is kind of cool. So, and this one actually has water on the inside of it, which is really neat. You can hear it when you turn it over and shake it around. Jason wants to know how much do they cost? Assuming you're talking about the handpan. One of these guys I think costs a couple $100. But the mini handpans, I don't know off the top of my head. They just sent me one for free, just so I could show it to you guys, and you go buy it. So maybe somebody can go find out for us. There's a link on my profile in my bio. If you go click on that link, it'll take you to a page with a bunch of links. In there, you'll find a link to mini handpans, where I got this one from. And somebody go tell me how much they cost. You get a discount on them too. But yeah, this is the Udu. I just love the bass sound. Thank you, Elizabeth. That's what the bottom of the handpan reminds me of. So here's the new handpan I got right here, and with the hole in the bottom. Let's see if I can play both sides together. Here we go. All right, we got a comment from Aves. H5K says, I looked up the one that you're playing and it says it's $1,000. Yeah, that sounds about right. So nice handpans like this one that are made by hand and not some mass production on a machine line. These ones cost a lot. They're expensive. I paid $2,000 for this one, and I paid $3,000 for that one. So I am not surprised that this one costs $1,000. I tell people that generally you should expect to pay at least $1,000 for a nice handpan. There are cheap handpans out there that cost less than $1,000. I guess it just all depends on what you're looking for. Thank you, Jake. All right, here we go. I was playing both sides. Let's try this again. I was enjoying this. Here we go. Ready? Thank you, Tauntaun. Thank you, Pushy Cove. Dominator says, I love to see you still posting. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, things have been slowing down a lot in my world recently, and that's not a bad thing. Thank you, Brandon. I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Thanks, Tauntaun. Hello in the Philippines. Happy almost birthday, John. glad you like my music. Thank you so much. Somebody's asking if I know of something called handpan therapy. I mean, I haven't specifically heard of handpan therapy, but there's a thing called sound healing, and that's basically where people just go and sit in a room and lay on the floor or sit and just listen to somebody play the handpan or some other relaxing music. Just search sound healing, and that's probably what you're looking for. Thank you for the love from Germany. Thank you, Bacon. Thank you, Mike. Can I do aria math? I cannot, no. I only play my own original music. Not because I don't want to, although I don't want to. More because I'm just a drummer and percussionist. I just tap on things. I can't read music. That sounded pretty cool, didn't it? All right, I'm getting kind of warm. I gotta take my sweatshirt off. Oh, maybe I can try putting the jacket on, the handpan. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, I've actually got a jacket specifically for putting on handpans right to my side here. Oh, let's see if I can grab it without falling over. All right, here we go. Got a nice red jacket here to put on the handpan. All right, here we go. If you're just joining us, I got a new mini handpan today. Testing it out. This one came from Lida Handpans. There's a link on my profile in case you want to get one. All right, here we go. Let's see what it sounds like with the jacket on. It's my first time putting jacket on a mini handpan. Here we go. First ever jacket on mini handpan experience for me. Let's see how it goes. Hello in Spokane. Kathleen thinks my music sounds like it could be in a video game. All right, there you go. That's jacket on the handpan. Let's try jacket off. And somebody asked what the instrument was that I played earlier. And that was this guy here. This is called an udu, a water udu. Pretty cool. All right, here we go. Jacket off. Jacket on or jacket off? What do you like better? Thank you. Thank you, Dee. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks for the love, Dan. Isn't it so beautiful? All right, let's try playing jacket on again, but turning the handpan around. Here we go. Isn't it such a musical instrument? Isn't it beautiful? What's up, Tame? All right, here we go. Morgan wants to know, how many handpans do you have now? This one's my 22nd. I have 22 handpans now. A lot of them are damaged and out of tune, though, so they just look nice. As you know me, I do lots of wild, crazy things with my handpans. And as a result, they get damaged. Zane wants to know, when did you first buy your first handpan? When did I buy my first handpan? I bought it probably in 2015. It took a while to make it and get it to me. So I got my first handpan in April of 2016. My first handpan, I don't even have it anymore. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I used to do monthly giveaways where I would give away handpans and tongue drums and CDs to my paid subscribers. I stopped doing that at the end of, at the beginning of 2025. Um, and I gave away my first ever handpan during my first ever giveaway. That was actually before I started doing monthly giveaways. Back then, I was just doing. I did 2 giveaways before I started doing monthly giveaways, and it was just kind of like one. It was like maybe in 2017, another one in 2018 or 19. I didn't start doing the regular monthly giveaways until 2020. I did them from 2020 to 2025. I gave away one handpan every single month from the spring of 2020 to the beginning of the winter of 2025. Gave away, gosh, probably 50 plus handpans, 50 plus tongue drums, a bunch of CDs. But I ended up stopping it in the beginning of 2025. It just was getting to be too much. I was always having to promote handpan brands and make videos for them and do all the shipping and everything and coordinating with the brands. And I lost a brand sponsor. It just became too much. It was too much, but it was pretty cool while it lasted. Will I ever sell any of my handpans? Um, if somebody offered me a price, uh, amount of money for one of my handpans, and I thought it was good enough to sell, I would sell it. Yeah, I mean, there's some that I wouldn't sell, but to be completely honest, the vast majority of people that are interested in buying a handpan have no idea how expensive handpans are. The vast majority, I had a guy send me a message the other day, and he said, I was wondering if you could give me some advice. I want to buy a really nice handpan. He said, a really nice handpan. I said, okay, well, what's your budget? Is there a price point you want to stay under? He said, $200. I don't even know if you could find a $200 handpan. And the ones that are $200 are just garbage. This one here I'm playing costs right around $1,000. The one's next to me here, this one costs $2,000. That one up there costs $3,000. Handpans are expensive. There's cheap ones out there that are mass produced by assembly line and everything. They don't last very long because they're just not good quality. You can find those ones for under $1,000, but if you actually want a good handpan, you should expect to pay at least $1,000. So somebody asked if I would ever sell my handpans, and honestly, over all the years that I've been doing this, the vast majority of people, they want to spend $200 on a handpan, and these are not $200 handpans. So no, I'm not going to sell these for $200. What's my favorite handpan scale, and how many notes does it have? My favorite handpan scale is an E major scale, hence Ethereal and E. Yeah, let me play it for you. I'll show you. So this is the new one I just got right here. This one is an F minor scale. If you don't know the difference between a minor and a major scale, minor scales are kind of like the black keys on the piano. They sound a little bit more mysterious. And then major scales sound a little bit more happy. And here's the size comparison. The normal size. Actually, this is a bigger size handpan. These handpans that I got here are the biggest ones I have. And then this one's the smallest one. This one has 7 notes on it, and this one has 9 notes on it. There you can really see the size comparison there. All right, here we go. So this one's my favorite scale. This is an E major scale. What makes them so expensive? As with any musical instrument, if you want a good quality musical instrument, all good quality musical instruments are going to be expensive because they're likely handmade. The ones that are mass produced on assembly line, they're going to be cheap quality. They're not going to last long, and those ones are going to be more affordable. But if you want a serious professional style musical instrument, it's going to be expensive. Really, honestly, no matter what musical instrument you're looking for. What's my favorite handpan? This one's probably my favorite handpan right here. You would like me to show some interesting rhythm patterns on the nine note? Yeah, so I like to mute the middle note. Thank you for it, mine. And then play two notes at the same time like that. Morgan wants to know, how do you tune a handpan? The typical handpan player or handpan owner does not know how to tune a handpan. You cannot tune a handpan unless you are a professional. You have to be professionally trained because a lot of times you actually have to rip it open. These are two shells that are glued together. So you have to rip it open and then you have to get a hammer and hammer along the notes to make sure it's in tune. You gotta have the right tools for it. And just another thing to think about, when getting a handpan is if you get a cheap one, I've got plenty of cheap ones over here, and nearly all of them have gone on a tune because they're cheap. Yeah, if you get a cheap handpan and it goes out of tune, and you want to get it back in tune, it's not something you are going to be able to do yourself. It's something you have to, kind of like a piano. A piano needs to be tuned by a professional, right? Somebody that just is a piano owner can't tune a piano on their own without the proper professional knowledge to do that. And then something else to think about is that handpans are incredibly rare. So wherever you live in the world, it's very highly unlikely that there's someone that makes a handpan and someone that tunes a handpan that lives nearby you. Which means that if you buy a handpan and it gets shipped to you and it goes out of tune, you have to ship it to somebody to tune it. And if you didn't keep the box that it came in, which the vast majority of people don't, you have no way to ship it to them safely. And also, these things are big. And in order to ship one of these things, it's not cheap. Usually costs about $150 to ship one of these one way. So $300 to ship it round trip, and then however much it costs to pay someone to tune it, which is probably about $200, $300. So you're looking at $500, $600 just to tune a handpan. And most people don't even want to spend $200 on a handpan. So, just something to think about. Somebody's edible cactus says, I'm thinking about getting a tongue drum. Which company would you recommend? Yeah, so again, I get people all the time that ask me about what I would recommend for these instruments. And before I recommend anything, I always say, what's your budget? What's your budget? How much do you want to spend? Because that determines what I can recommend you, because most people, they want to spend just the bare minimum. Well, if that's the case, then you're not going to get a very nice instrument. But yeah, so it all depends on your budget. So, and if you want to see some of the instruments that I would recommend, there's a link on my profile right above my top line of videos. just click that link in my bio, and a bunch of links to handpans and yeah, just go shop around, go check it out. What's the most rare, insane handpan I have? The one that I just got. Of all the years that I have been playing handpan, tongue drum, I have never gotten a handpan like this before. This one is the most unique one that I've gotten. And the reason for that is because it's so small. This is called a mini handpan. Mini handpans are very rare. So here's my biggest one next to my smallest one. So this one would be my rarest one right here. I was really excited to get this one right here. Edible Cactus wants a $200 to $300 tongue drum. $200 to $300 tongue drum. Yeah. There's a link on my profile. Click that in there. You'll find one to beat Rise. I'll see if I can grab one and show it to you. Here's the Beat Rise tongue drum. This one will cost you right around $200. This is the one that I usually tell people that want a $200 handpan that they don't exist, and you should just get a $200 tongue drum instead. So the difference between a handpan and a tongue drum is that tongue drums have cuts in the metal shaped like tongues. And tongue drums, they're a lot easier to play. They're a lot more durable. They are smaller. I always tell people that want a handpan but can't afford a handpan that you should just get a tongue drum instead. There are $200 handpans out there, but they're not going to sound as good as a $200 tongue drum. So there you go. That's the affordable tongue drum option. There are nicer ones out there if you're willing to spend a little bit more money. This one's from a company called Kosmosky. I think it was going to cost probably somewhere around $600-700. And this one's pretty cool because it has a pickup in it. You can just plug it in and have it amplified. There's that one. And then, of course, if you really want a tongue drum and you don't want to spend hardly any money at all, they even make little tiny ones like this guy. This one is $20 right here, which is pretty fun. And it's called a pocket-sized tongue drum. There you go. That's the most affordable one of these instruments you'll find. 20 bucks. It gives you a Jack to Haven Forest sort of vibe, huh? Right on. I don't know who that is, but hopefully it's a good thing. Thanks, Kelvin. All right, and then as you get more expensive with the tongue drums, this is a Rav Moon. Really, really love this one. This one's a lot of fun. Sounds just incredible. This is the least expensive Rav Vast instrument. This one, I think, costs somewhere around $600 to $700. It's just absolutely magical. And it's like, when people are saying that they really want a handpan, but they don't want to spend $1,000 on a handpan, I would say get one of these instead. If you can afford a $600 to $700 really nice tongue drum, you'll like this better than a $600 or $700 kind of cheap, not so good handpan. People fall in love with handpans, but they just don't realize how much they actually cost. A good one actually costs. And tongue drums, they're easier to play because you play with mallets. They're more durable. Kids can play them more easily than a handpan, and they're way more affordable. And the quality on them is way better when you compare them to cheap handpans. Isn't that amazing? And then check this out. Then Rav Vast is a tongue drum maker in Russia, and they recently sent me their newest creation, which is absolutely incredible. Let me play it for you. This guy here, this one will cost you, I think, just over $1,000, but it is amazing. This is probably my new favorite instrument. So this one's cool. It's also a tongue drum, as you can see. But the center note, there's usually one center bass note. This one has 5 center bass notes, which is really cool. There you go. How cool is that? So somebody's asking about tongue drums, and this one here is the newest Rav Vast tongue drum creation called the Rav. I don't know if I'll say it right, but Anima. I don't know how to say it. But anyways, if anyone wants to get one of these, this is probably my favorite newest instrument that I've gotten. Absolutely love the bass notes on top. There is a link on my profile, my bio. Just click that link, and in there you'll find links to a bunch of the instruments I play. And just look for the Rav Vast one, and there's a code in there. You can get a discount on this one too. So, and I think I saw Astral Echoes on TikTok watching. They're a handpan player too. You guys should go check out them. Thanks for being here. All right, let's see what else I can do here. How are we doing on time? I do have somewhere to be here a little bit, so I might need to end our live video here soon. I don't know if I've played a jacket on this guy yet or not. Let's see if I should try putting a jacket on this. What's the highest note count on a handpan that you have? The highest note count. So my favorite handpan is double-sided. One that has a full scale on the top and a full scale on the bottom, minus the bottom center note. But so that's 17 notes altogether. That's my favorite. I'm not the typical handpan player that like oohs and goos over handpans with a ridiculous amount of notes on them. That's actually not fun for me. I don't like playing handpans that have a ridiculous amount of notes on them, because then I feel like it just becomes complicated. And I'm a type of person that I like to kind of just shut my brain off when I play music. So I don't like to think about what notes I'm having to play and where they are. I think handpans with ridiculous amounts of notes, they're just not for me. I like the double-sided ones because it's just a simple scale on the top and a simple scale on the bottom, and I can play a simple scale on the top, and then I can flip it over and play a completely different simple scale on the bottom. How many handpans do I have? I have 22 handpans. Just got my 22nd one today. Ted wants to know if it's too cold to play music by the river. No, I actually stopped doing outdoor live videos. Honestly, I'm just at a point right now where things are going really, really well for me. And I just don't have to do regular live streams anymore. This is what I do for a living. This is my job. And if I'm at a point where I just don't really feel like working anymore, then I'm just not going to work anymore. So yeah, outdoor live videos are their work. Those are so challenging. Imagine going and sitting out in the elements in the cold, and trying to play music and trying to do a live video, and having to work with microphones and cell phones, and there were just so many things that go wrong on a regular basis. And I just was done. It's like, I'm done. So yeah, this is a job for me. This is what I do for a living, and yeah, I'm just, I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to work anymore. So, I'll do what I have to. But yeah, yeah. Why not nature? I just said it's work. It's hard. It's hard. It's difficult. And I don't want to do difficult things anymore. I want to relax. I want to live just a chill life. So, yeah, I decided to stop. And it was expensive too. I was constantly having to replace microphones that were getting broken. And I had to have a second cell phone line that I was paying for. And so I just decided to stop. And I honestly just decided today that I'm gonna stop posting regularly. I've been posting one video a day for a long, long, long time now, and I was getting burnt out on it, so I started posting old videos, and it was working for a bit, and it's just not working anymore. And I just kind of realizing that, like, what's the point? What's the point? So I'm probably gonna stop posting regularly too. Palag Farms wants to know, what do you like better, a quality handpan or a Rav Vast Anima? Yeah, I think I like the Rav Vast Anima. Honestly, I do. It's such a great instrument, and it costs you less than a quality handpan. Thank you, Nibaro. Hey, Karen. Yeah, I'm doing good. Zane, how about you, man? The most exotic handpan skill that I have? Yeah, sure, I'll show you. All right. So there's three types of scales. There's a major scale, there's a minor scale, and a Hijaz scale. The major scale sounds like this one right here. Sounds a bit more happy. Manic Sparrowkeeper says, hope you don't step away entirely, but respect if you do, recovering from illness, and your music brings comfort. Thank you. There is, in case you didn't know, I think a lot of people don't really realize, they really love listening to me play music on my live streams, but a lot of people just don't realize that I have music. I have all my music that I recorded when I was out in nature. Uh, I put it on Spotify and iTunes and Apple Music, Amazon, wherever you listen to music online. Just search my username, Ethereal and E, or if you just click the link that's on my profile, you'll find a link in there to there's a my 9-hour long sleep playlist on Spotify. So yeah, please go download or stream my music. I would really appreciate your support with that. Anyways, let me ask me what I play with one of my exotic scales. This is the major scale. This one sounds really nice and happy, right? So that's a major scale. Um, that one, so like I said, there's three types of scales: major scales, minor scales, and Hejaz scales. The most common scale is a minor scale. Actually, the most common scale in the handpan world is a D minor scale. So here's a minor scale. Here's F minor scale. So minor scales are kind of like the black notes on the piano, and major scales are kind of like the white notes of the piano. There you go. This is my new mini handpan, by the way. Link on my profile in case you want to get one of those. And yeah, and then the last scale I haven't showed you yet is the Hejaz scale. And Hejaz scale is kind of like a mix of minor and major. And it sounds super mysterious. It sounds like a Middle Eastern type. Uh, oh my gosh. Thank you, Asp. Appreciate you. Let me go grab a Hejaz scale. I actually only have one Hejaz scale of all the handpans I have. Oh,